Hello colleagues, this is Brendan just running it through a quick guide on how to use the Project Compassion website. Please don't share this publicly. This is just for staff and DDs to get an understanding of how the Project Compassion website is different this year and how people can set up their own fundraising pages. So if you have a look at the main Caritas Australia website, you can see here uh, the Project Compassion link is still in the same location, so people who click there or go to the Project Compassion URL, it now forwards people to a new URL, lent.caritas.org.au. In this year, we're hosting the Caritas website slightly, the Project Compassion website slightly separately. It's still accessible from the main website, but the benefit of this is we can really integrate the entire campaign into one place, and we've removed things like the navigation at the top is all about Project Compassion. So people who are coming to find out about Project Compassion don't get distracted by other information about Caritas. It really just guides them through how to find the information about Project Compassion. And we also get the benefit that we have fundraising more closely integrated with the site, so people can set up their own online fundraising pages quite simply. So if we go back to that main page there, and we see the stories are up in the top menu here, the 6 weekly stories. There's a page for schools, a page for parishes, and a page of fundraising ideas here, as well as how to create your own page. The donate button, of course, is always here on the right. And there's also other places on the page where people can do these things. So some of the things here, if we, for example, were to click watch video, we can see that the feature story pops up straight away on the site, very easy for people to see. We would also see that the site is good on mobile phones, and it looks nice if you're on a mobile phone as well. So it's a better site this year, and we hope will be much more user friendly for our supporters. Scrolling down, you can see on the page the 6 stories again. So we do feature them several times, and a few fundraising ideas for people to get started. Some of the most popular ones: Caritas Case, fundraising with food, and just setting up an online fundraising page. If we look at the schools page, schools here. We have the school resources as usual: prayer and reflection, all-purpose resources, posters, multimedia. These things are all readily available, and they can be jumped straight to. So if someone wants just the videos, they can click down and get to the videos on the schools page. Likewise, on the parish page, it's very similar. On a weekly story page, we have a slightly different look and feel for each weekly story. So we can see Peter's story here from the Solomon Islands, a little blurb. We can click watch video, and it jumps down to the video. There's Peter's story, a little example of what a donation can do. And there will be photo galleries coming here very soon. They're just not quite online yet. We're just having to make sure that they work properly. Again, all the other stories are here. Fundraise Online is here as well. So the big exciting thing this year is that we can encourage people to create their own online fundraising pages. This is something that a lot of schools are doing, a lot of individuals are doing. It's a way people do it for sponsored events a lot of the time, City to Surf, those sorts of things. People will create their own page and ask their friends to sponsor them. The big advantage here is that if a school creates their own page, there's a few advantages. One, it's very easy for them to ask parents and friends to support the story, and also to then share why they get involved with Project Compassion with their broader networks. It's also very easy for them to, for us to be sure that the money that they are raising is attributed to them when we're looking at our fundraising totals. So I know that's really important for dioceses to understand how much schools and the diocese as a whole raise. This will actually make that simpler, and it makes the money transfer straight away. It's not being held in an office somewhere. And I know a lot of schools are going cashless now and really don't like holding the money separately. So parishes can do the same thing. And I'll walk you through very simply how to create a fundraising profile. If one person wants to create a fundraising profile, the simplest thing to do is to click fundraise, and they've got options here of school, team, or individual. If we click individual, it goes straight through and it asks for my personal details. So I enter my details and my postal address and click fundraise. and really there's two steps: personal details and then the information you want to appear publicly on your page. So I'll just do a quick uh, a quick account here for Mary Jones. And we've got here, I'll just put the Caritas address. Obviously, we would want people to put their own address so that we can properly assign it to the diocese. I've made a spelling mistake there, but that doesn't matter so much for this demo purpose. We're asking for year of birth because we know sometimes school kids will set up profiles, and we do want to treat the data of children differently. We want to make sure that we're protecting that children's data. So we can talk more about that a little later. If you've got questions, you can contact me. But for the most part, it's really just to make sure that people are putting in the year of birth. It gives us a little bit more information about them. If we just put in a password here and click fundraise, the next step, I've created Mary Jones and it's asking me to create a page. So I could call it Mary Jones. I could call it Mary Jones 5 km walk, if that's what she's doing to raise money. And we can put she can put some information here about why she's doing it. Custom message, you can upload a profile photo, very easy, just click that and you can get a photo from your computer or your phone. And event date, maybe we're doing it on the, let's say the 15th of March, and we're going to have a fundraising goal of, let's go for $1,000 for Mary. I've read the terms and conditions. So the terms and conditions outline, just to reassure people that they are fundraising for Caritas. They're not setting up a fundraiser for some other cause of their own, but also that there are certain expectations if they're representing Caritas that they don't make misrepresentations of us. And those terms and conditions are fully available there on the site. Click create profile. So it was two steps: personal details and then profile details. And we can see here, I've created a page here called Mary Jones 5 km walk. All I need to do now is copy that link and share it with my friends, and they can instantly start donating to my fundraising efforts. $30, $50, 100, or another amount, whatever we want, whatever someone wants to give. We have here, you can see the edited information I put in here. Please sponsor me. The total as the person fundraises will show here, and there'll be a sort of a progress bar showing. It's very easy for a person to click share. It's very easy for a person to click share or email. There's the progress bar just above those buttons to share it with their friends, and the person will get a confirmation email explaining further how to promote their fundraising page. So that's really simple for a person to create their own fundraising page. I'm going to log out to show instead how a school might do it. Now, schools and teams have some slightly more advanced functionality, but the process is almost identical. So in this case here, enter my first name. This time I'll call myself Bob Jones. And again, personal details. And same thing, year of birth. We're creating a school page. We would encourage this to be something that a teacher responsible for the school's project compassion fundraising could create. We click fundraise, and now it's asking me to create the profile for my school. So we put in here my school name. We'll just give it, it's good practice if possible for people to put the suburb, of course, in the name of the school here, MacKillop College, let's just say Sydney. That way we can distinguish the schools with similar names from each other and make sure that the funds are actually properly attributed in our accounting at the end. Again, we can upload a profile photo that might be a school logo. Why are you fundraising? We can put here, say, MacKillop. Forgive my typos, I just don't want the video to go too long. MacKillop College, it's a fundraising goal of 10,000. They can have an event date if there's a specific thing they're inviting people to, or they can leave it blank if it's just going throughout Project Compassion. I've read and accept the terms and conditions. they can come up with a custom URL that they want for their school as well. So create profile, same thing. You see here, my group is visible on the right-hand side, MacKillop College, Sydney. If we click through to that, we can see the school profile, and there's two other things here. Again, someone clicks here and donates straight away. That money will be attributed to the fundraising efforts of MacKillop College. The school can share as usual. They can add posts as they with photos and stories as they have their fundraising events to update the supporters and let people know. We had our pancake day, we had our water challenge walk, we had whichever activities they're doing as part of Project Compassion, and they can keep their supporters updated. It's a really simple way for them to do that. The other great thing though that schools and teams have, you can see this button here, register as a group member. And if an individual comes along and clicks on that, they can create a page for themselves, a personal page, which contributes to the school's total. So for example, if the principal wants to set up a page just for the principal doing something fun, or maybe some of the school kids are doing individual activities with their family and friends, parents, others at the parish, individuals might create their own pages that contribute to their community total. And it's a really good way then of building this support and this idea that, you know, we're all contributing to this grand vision, which is Project Compassion, and we're all contributing to our school's total, and really uniting people and giving people an opportunity to contribute. It also may spark a little bit of healthy competitiveness between people who set up rival pages and have a little bit of a competition to see who can raise the most. If we go back one step to the dashboard here, this is only visible to someone who's logged in, and you can see MacKillop College, Sydney there. The other thing we can do is we can create a subgroup. We can only do this for schools, but because we know that some schools will have year 7s versus year 8s versus year 9s. Each year level might have a different fundraising activity. So by creating subgroups, we can create different pages for each year level. And by creating, or maybe it might be school houses. So if we went here, for example, and we said we were going to create a subgroup for year 7 students, it really is just as simple as that. And what I'm doing as the administrator in the school, I'm creating that. It's done. Really, just click there, and that page will be visible. I'll just do another example. Let's just say Kildare House, and we can say Kildare House is running a pancake day. Please contribute to help raise awareness. Whatever the message of the students or the teacher, people can write their own message there again. A pancake day will be on Shrove Tuesday, so that will have a clear event date. Their fundraising goal won't be as big as the whole school's because it's just one house. So let's say their fundraising goal is only $1,000. Hopefully they add up. Terms and conditions are the same. Kildare House, create profile. And now we can see that Kildare House has been created. If I click on that, I can see Kildare House's profile. Kildare House is running a pancake day. Please contribute to help raising awareness. There's still the option to register a group member, so individuals can still create sub-pages under Kildare House. So we can have multiple levels there for the site. And you can see up the top here that Kildare's total is part of MacKillop College. So Kildare's trying to raise $1,000. MacKillop College, we can go through to their page. They've got a $10,000 goal. As Kildare raise money, it will contribute there. We will start to see donations appearing here on the latest donations page as donations are made to that school. So they'll be able to see that people are making contributions. And again, that might be something that's important to some donors to sort of leave a message of support that'll appear down there. So you can see here, it's actually quite a simple site. I think it's fairly intuitive. If at any point people need help, the fundraising team, community fundraising team in Caritas or the digital team are more than happy to help talk you through setting up a page for someone or troubleshooting something if someone accidentally created a page and forgot to put it in, forgot to assign it to the right school or anything they might have done. Really, though, this is a really exciting opportunity for us to take Project Compassion to the next level, to really allow schools to go fully digital with their fundraising and to get parents and friends engaging and really beyond the community, maybe raise the profile. Some schools might go viral. You never know. If they're having a really creative idea, their local media might decide that there's a great story here about MacKillop College, and just how compassionate these children are, and what a great difference Project Compassion makes in the world. And really, there's the potential there for these pages to provide another opportunity for us to really get the Project Compassion message out there to Australia. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I think I hope it's been fairly simple. I hope it's fairly clear. As I said, you can please contact me if you've got any questions. Have a look through the site. If you set up a page, perhaps set one up for yourself. Whether or not you use it later is up to you. But that probably the first thing is to set up an individual fundraising page for yourself. Using the fundraise button here, or in the menu, you can go to fundraise and create your page. And there's a few other options you'll see as you navigate through the site. As I said, please enjoy the new site, and provide any feedback as soon as possible if there's anything you find that you think we should know about. Some of the resources are still being uploaded, so we will have them all live before term 1 next year and before Project Compassion starts. But we really wanted to have this part of the site live so that schools, parishes, individuals, teams, workplaces can start planning what they might do for fundraising next year.